guys. How's everyone doing? Julie's back. Haley, nice. Awesome. Lots of people coming for booty call tonight. It's exciting. How's Monday been? How's energy today, guys? It's nice and sunny out finally. I don't know if you're like me, that makes you a much nicer, happier human being. I'm just getting a couple dumbbells ready. So for tonight's booty call, you guys are gonna need whatever you guys have for weights. You're gonna need, if you've got resistance bands, your bands. And we're gonna loop the bands. So if you don't have the ones that are already in a loop, take your handled ones and just tie them up so that they're tight enough to stay stuck to your legs when you're standing like so. Just give them a double knot and that'll give you enough resistance. And then the last thing you guys are gonna need is a chair or a bench or a bed or a couch, something that you can put your foot on at some point during this workout. All right, so just gonna give it like maybe 30 more seconds because it looks like there's still some people coming on in, which is exciting. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all of the housekeeping we have for now. So go ahead and get your stuff ready. I'm just gonna throw my hair up so that I'm not sweating all over the place. Pretty sure I shaved my armpits sometime in the last 2 weeks, so if I didn't and you guys are getting a close-up of that, my mistake, your treat. Okay, I think it's time to get rocking and rolling. So let's start with our warm-up. So we're just gonna get those nice body weight squats going. Every time you're coming up, you're pushing away from the ground. Because this is booty call, I want you guys to really start thinking about using your glutes. So the fronts of your legs are gonna do work in this movement naturally, but we wanna start getting the other side of the body to wake up and do its job. So at the top, I want you guys to think about really squeezing or clenching your glutes, tucking them under. So each time you come into that squat now, I want that to be where your focus is. So we're not just getting the blood flowing, we're not just getting the brain ready and the nervous system ready, we're actually starting to create those connections from here to here. So the glutes show up and work for us. All right, same concept with the bum, except you're gonna go into your side lunges now. So stepping to the side with one foot, shooting your bum back, and then step out, step together, and other side. I'm just running out of room here, so I'm just gonna do these alternating ones. You guys can do the step together ones if you want, or you can do what I'm doing now. So from the side, all I'm doing is shooting my glutes back behind me and pushing off of the outside edge of my foot. Really trying to squeeze in through here and get a nice stretch on the inside of my thighs. So we can have strong glutes, but if other things are tight and they're preventing the glutes from actually moving the way that they're designed to, the glutes aren't going to get any stronger. They're not going to develop any more muscle, so they're not going to change shape or anything like that. So this is why doing things like this where we're opening the hips is really important. A couple more here. Okay, a couple little cues. There's a bunch of new people in here tonight, so we're going to go over some cues that I use a lot so they make sense to you during the movements. So the first one that I really like is bad dog. So think about taking your bum, and here's like duck butt, like Instagram butt. We don't want that. You want to tuck it under, like you're a bad dog tucking your tail between your legs, and then release, and go again, okay? So another way to think of this is like, maybe this is hot butt, I don't know, but this is definitely ugly butt. So you want to clench under and like get as much cellulite going as you possibly can. Clench it. Okay, you can think about tucking, whatever those cues are that really resonate with you personally, that's what's gonna help you, okay? So we're gonna put that into action in the squat really quick, just so it makes sense for when we get into our workout. So when you come down into that squat, come up and bad dog. Squat, come up, bad dog. So now, if at the beginning you were feeling it a lot in through here, you should definitely be starting to feel it more in your glutes. Okay, and one more little thing before we get into our full bone activation. When you're coming up from the ground, so if we come into a squat down here, I want you to think about, that was creepy. I want you to think about pushing through the floor with your glutes. So I'm not moving right now. I'm just imagining using my glutes to push the floor away. And already I'm starting to create tension back here. And then I'm going to intensify that as I stand and finish with the bad dog. So try a couple of these. Take your time. So glutes aren't on. Now I'm thinking about pushing the floor away. They're on. And now I'm going to intensify how much of that contraction I feel. Try a couple of those. Just take some time to really train those muscles to do what you need them to do. So if you don't feel a lot right now, that's okay. It'll happen eventually. You just got to do it frequently. All right, we're moving into some activation. So find a spot on the ground. You're gonna have to lay down on your back, and we're just gonna do some glute bridges. If anyone's watched any YouTube in the last like 5 years, you've seen 4 million of these done, so it should be somewhat familiar. So you're gonna push your feet into the ground, get the glutes on by pushing those feet in, and then push the floor away. So always with these glute bridges, we're not worried about trying to get up really high. When we do that, we put more work into the lower back, and that's not super great for the spine, but it's also completely not working the glutes, which we want it to. So think about, instead of going high, think about just tucking and pushing the floor away, and then thinking about using your glutes to pull the backs of your legs behind your body or down into the floor. That's what we're going for, okay? So let's hammer out a bunch of these. Be very intentional with this. When I'm training new people, usually what I'll see is the first handful of sessions, they feel it in through here. And the more we start to create that neuromuscular connection from brain to butt, the higher into the glute it goes until it's like right in that nice gluteus maximus area. So if you feel it in the backs of your thighs right now, don't get discouraged, just be really intentional about where you want to feel it. And with time and a few more reps every single time you work out, it'll start to get in there a little bit more. Okay, same idea, but you're gonna bring your feet together, knees down to the ground, dig your elbows into the floor, and pushing the floor away now with your glutes. So the glutes have a whole bunch of different fibers that run in different directions. We don't have any other muscle groups that do that in the body, like your quads, like they all run in the same directions, but your glutes have all these different facing fibers, which makes them really interesting and complex. And it also means that we need to train them in many different angles to make sure that we are getting all of the fibers. So this is why we're doing basically the same movement, but we've switched up the angle of our hips. Okay, second last one. So onto your side. This one's gonna show up in our workout, I think. Can't remember, I'm pretty sure it's coming to our workout, so this will be familiar in a minute. Just like you're laying down, chilling out, you're gonna squish your knees together and then pop your heels off of the ground. And then you're going to pull your top knee away from your bottom knee. If you want a little extra resistance, you can gently push down on the outside of your knee. But what you're going for is this part of your butt is pulling that knee back behind you. So that's where you should feel that. You guys can try with your feet down too. It all depends on how your hips are put together, how tight you are. You can play around with it and find wherever that spot is where you feel it right in that kind of like upper side butt area. That's the money spot. We're gonna go for 2 more here. And roll over, same thing, other side. Knees down, heels up, or you can try this version. Okay, lifting up and back. You want to imagine there's like a string right here, and that's pulling everything back that way. Okay, another great cue that I find works for people is to take that top hand and place it on the floor in front of you. That just puts you in a better angle for this to do its job. So if you're having a hard time feeling it where you need to, give that hand a go right in front of your body. Good, and we're gonna get 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so butts should be somewhat primed after a day of sitting on them and pancaking them. So now we're gonna get rocking and rolling. We have got to start off with a superset. That means 1 exercise right after the other. It's all timed, so you guys will just wait for my cue and the buzzer, and then we'll move on. So for the first thing, all you guys need is a resistance band and a fairly heavy weight or dumbbell, like whatever you've got that is going to be what you would call medium to heavy, okay? So band is gonna go right above your knees. You're gonna take a squat stance, so your feet are gonna be a little bit wider than hip width apart. take a little bit of a toe flare, okay? And your knees are going to track out over those toes. So if you take toes 4 and 5 at the end here and draw a line, your knees are gonna go out over that line. All right, so that's what's happening in the lower body. Upper body, you guys are gonna grab your weight, you're gonna hold it up by your chest, and we're coming down into a squat, and at the bottom we're gonna do a little pulse, back down into the full squat, and up. Down, little pulse, and up. Okay, from the side, you're coming down, give it a little pulse, all the way down, and back up. Really important here is to keep your knees pressing against the band. So the buzzer's gonna go. When it goes, you're gonna drop the dumbbell, and then we're gonna do a burnout round. So same exercise, no weight, and we're just gonna bump it up a little bit faster, all right? So squats, let's get ready. Timer is flamed up and we're ready to go. All right, guys, here's our 5-second warning. 3 seconds, 2, 1, down we go. So get low, pulse it, back down, and squeeze. Remember that bad dog at the top. Do not let any tension out of those glutes at the bottom. That's why we have the bands, to keep your knees out. I see so many people when I start training them, letting their knees cave in. Even like any new YouTube video, if you guys go and watch, I bet you will notice workout videos where so many people's knees are caving in just a little bit. That means they are not using their glutes properly. So don't be one of them. Push out against that band. Keep them working the whole time. We got 5 seconds here. Good, 3, 2, 1, nice job. Ditch the weight. 8 seconds to chill. And then we're going into our burnout round. So same movement, no weight, just faster. 2, 1, down we go. So get low, pulse, up. Move it quickly, but not so fast that you're not able to engage your glutes the way that we intend to. So pushing the floor away, try to drive a lot of weight through your heels. You shouldn't be coming up onto your toes at any point, okay? At the top, make sure that you are doing that bad dog or that clench. Take that extra second up there to really get a solid squeeze. And by now, if your buns aren't on fire, you gotta slow it down in your head and connect the brain to those glutes, because they should be burning. Good job. Okay, little rest, doing the same thing. So now you know what's up. If you need a more challenging weight, grab it. If not, we're getting ready to go. 5-second warning. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So get nice and deep, pulse it, and up. Pushing against those bands. All right, so I think you guys have probably got glutes on lockdown. Let's talk about what's happening in the upper body. So we want the back and the abs to be on. So for the back, you're gonna think about keeping your nips to the sky. So you should feel some work happening right about where your bra strap is to keep your chest pulled up and not rounding, okay? So chest is up. Once you feel like you've got a handle on that, we want to really get those abs on. So we'll talk about that in the next round, and rest. Good job. All right, 8 seconds to chill, and we're getting ready for our burnout. 5-second warning, guys. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So body weight and burning. Always think about trying to gather or pump as much blood as you can into those muscles and not letting it out until the end of the set, okay? So every time you feel them contracting, think about squeezing like a blood pressure cuff, pumping blood into them, and then keeping them tight so it can't run out again. We got 15 seconds. Okay, my butt is literally screaming. Shoot your bum back just a little bit here, guys. Push through your heels. Give it a good squeeze at the top. 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Okay, final set. Couple seconds to chill here. Go ahead and grab your dumbbell or whatever weight you're using. So last one, so let's really give her. Grab something that's gonna challenge you. If you don't have extra weight, you can squat lower. That will bring the movement up a little bit in intensity. 3 seconds, 2, 1, here we go. All right, so let's get everything on lockdown, and then we'll use this set to talk about getting those abs on for us as well. So pushing that band apart as far as you can to keep that part of your glutes turned on. Squeezing as hard as you can underneath like a bad dog at the top, pushing that floor away. All right, for the abs, make sure your belly button is pulled right into your spine. You can think about gently pulling your belly button away from your waistline, your waistband of your pants, or hugging the baby, okay? Just holding everything in nice, especially at the bottom. And rest, good job. Okay, last one, ditch the weight. 5-second warning, guys. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So down, pulse, squeeze. Make it your mission to keep that band stretched as far apart from itself as you can the entire time. Knees are out. Pay attention to which knee wants to cave in more. There's always one. And then push that sucker behind your body. Good. If you're starting to feel lots in the fronts of your legs, start shooting your bum back a little bit more. Really think about driving up through the glutes first, then straighten the knees. 3 seconds, here we go. Last one, rest, good job. All right, exercise pairing 1, done. Go grab some water. How's everybody doing? Nice, easy one to start. Ashley, you made it. Kayla, you made it. Very exciting. Okay, next set, guys. So this is where you guys are gonna need your chairs or your bench or your couch, whatever you're using. I'm using this thing to give you an idea of height. And we're gonna be doing Bulgarian split squats off of it. So you're gonna have one foot on and one on the ground, okay? What do you guys need for weight? You don't need anything for weight. It's just body weight, which sounds nice, but that means it's gonna be burning. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So your first one in this set, guys, is a split squat with a forward lean. So I think we did these in strength last week, but we had a quad focus. So today I'm gonna show you how to do the same exercise, but put more focus into the glutes. So your back foot's gonna go onto your chair or bench. You're gonna take a little bit of a longer stride forward than you did in our strength class, okay? And then what I want you to do is take your ribs or your torso and think about leaning forward slightly so that as you're coming down, these ribs are almost coming to touch the top of your thigh. That doesn't mean that we're rounding through the upper back. You still have a nice back, but instead of thinking like elevator straight down, we're thinking about lean forward straight down, okay? That is going to put a lot more work into the outside of that butt. That's where you want to feel. So, exercise 1, Bulgarian split squats, right foot down, left foot on the bench. The timer's going to go. Then you're going to turn and face your bench. Your right foot is going to stay down, and we're doing crossover pulses. So your hands are going to go down here. There's that forward lean again that helps us get more work happening in the posterior chain. And you're going to pulse and over. So this foot's never coming off the ground, but I'm just pushing the floor away every single time. And my body's shifting from side to side, okay? Buzzer goes. You're going to do Bulgarian split squats. Left foot on the ground. Goes for the 4th time. Same thing, left foot on the ground. All right, let's get ready to do it. Here is our 5-second warning. Right foot's on the ground, left foot's on the chair. Here we go. So you're going down nice and low, powering up through that front foot. Try to be feeling it in the outside upper part of that right glute. Pushing through your heel. Get nice and low. Good. All right, guys, we are more than halfway there. If you're feeling wobbly, you can use something like wall, chair, if you've got like foam roller or anything handy to put your hands on in front of you. Just try not to rely on it too much. 3 seconds, 2, 1, good. All right, turn around. We're getting ready for those crossover pulses. 5 seconds to go. Right foot stays on the ground, guys. 2, 1, here we go. So every time you're pushing that right heel through the ground, my hands really aren't doing any work here. It's just to put me in this bent over position so that I channel more energy back here instead of here. Okay, so my glute, like right here, I already want to cry. So if you're not there, shoot your bum back behind you a little bit more. And every time you pulse up, think about pushing that foot down through like quicksand or mud. Oh my God, this one's a killer. Okay, we got 5 seconds, guys. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, shake it out. I don't know why I programmed that. That really sucked for me. All right, 4 seconds. We're gonna get the left foot down, right foot on the bench. Here we go. So we've been talking about this in every single session, about trying to identify where your imbalances are. So where you're stronger or weaker, where you're tighter or more mobile. This is a great opportunity. Anytime you do any unilateral movement, so like one side at a time, you're gonna find out pretty quick which side sucks a little bit more. This one is the side for me that I have to really focus on. If I'm not intentional, I will start feeling it more in my quad here instead of my glute here. So really lean forward, focus on pushing through this guy. Good job. All right, turn around, left foot stays on the ground. We're doing those crossover pulses. 3 seconds. Here we go. Pump it. So remember these hands, they are just to put your body in the right position. They are not holding your body up. If you take them away or just lightly tap your fingers, I guarantee you it's going to take things to a new level for you if you weren't feeling it before. Okay, and I'm just imagining every time I come into that little standing pulse, I'm just imagining driving my foot down beneath me, side to side. Really keep that glute, your bum shooting back behind you. That is the key. 2, 1, rest. Good job. Okay. Is anyone else feeling the burn? Because mine are dying. They are dying, full out, ready to just take a vacation. All right, we got another set. Same thing, we're starting over. So right foot is going on the ground. 5-second warning, guys. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So challenge yourself a little bit more this time. Try to drop that left knee down. And remember, this guy back here, that's just our pivot point. That's just helping with balance, but it's not doing any work. All of the work should be in this front leg that's down. Mostly in that heel is where you should feel the weight, okay? So if this guy's getting tired, you need to shift forward more. Okay, try that. A little bit more than what feels natural. You guys have 3 seconds. 2, 1 more. Good job. All right, let's get ready for those pulse overs. So right foot down. 3 seconds. 2. Here we go. So you're keeping constant tension in through here. I'm pulsing down through the floor, pushing the floor away with this part of my glute. Pumping, pumping, okay? No, like there's no relaxing happening in here at all. It is working the entire time. So don't come all the way up. Come up as high as you can where you feel like maximum discomfort, and then go back down again. We got 9 seconds, guys. Oh my God. Oh, mama. All right, 3 seconds. 2, 1, rest. Okay, shake it out. 6-second warning. Split squats, left foot down. 2, 1, here we go. All right, so quick recap. Make sure your weight is forward. This guy, technically, we don't even need him, okay? The right foot on the chair, it's not doing anything, just keeping you a little bit more balanced. But all the work is happening here. All the weight should be here in that left heel. Good job, guys. All right, let's check out those abs now. So pulling everything in, belly button right into spine, especially as you drop down. Don't get lazy with the abs. Keep hugging everything in and rest. Good job. All right, switching up. Left foot down for the crossovers. 5-second warning. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So really shooting that bum back. Hands are in front to pull your body forward and down. Pumping through the floor. Okay? This biofeedback, so if you poke yourself where you want to feel it, it's actually going to signal your brain to kind of send some more signals there. So go ahead and try it if you're having a hard time recruiting that area and see what it does for you besides make you look like a pervert. 9 seconds, guys. You guys got 5. Let's hang in there, shoot that bum way back. 3, 2, 1, rest. Good job. Oh my God. Okay. Quick sip of water, guys, if you need. Quick. And we've got one more round of that. It's the last chance to really crush these wins. How's everybody doing? Level of burning on a scale of 1 to 10. Where were you at the second that last beeper went? Like, if you're at a 5, we gotta up the ante. If you're at a 10, that's pretty awesome. All right, so I want you guys to you might not get there right away, which is okay, but I want you to work your way up. The more you train intentionally, the more of a level 10 you're gonna get out of every single movement in terms of the burniness. And that means you're just getting more recruitment, which is what we want. All right, last set. Let's get that right foot down. 4-second warning, guys. 2, 1. Oh, down we go. So leaning forward, abs in tight. Now keep this torso fixed position. It's not doing anything. We're just coming down and up, shooting the bum back still. Good. If you're feeling any kind of lower back strain, think about bad dogging your bum, pulling your hip bones up and in towards your belly button. All right, almost there, guys. We got 10 seconds. Drive through the outside edge of that right heel to stand. Good. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Rest. Good job. All right, these guys again. Right foot down. Here comes our 3-second warning. All right, let's crush it, guys. Last one on this side. Aim to feel the burn. So when we're working the glutes, we talked about the angles. So here's a prime example of angles. And then the other thing that's really interesting about them is they respond to all kinds of different stimulus. So we want heavy stuff, we want light stuff, we want quick stuff, we want slow stuff. So there's a whole bunch of different tactics worked into this workout so that we're hitting it from every possible aspect that we can. All right, we got 4 seconds to go. 2, 1, and rest. Okay. All right, we got 6 seconds. Left foot down. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All right, this is our last one of the Bulgarian split squats. Make sure the weight is in the left heel. Right guy should be on vacation. Abs are on. It's easier to think about abs on at the top. As people come down in the bottom, that's usually where I see a lot of people forget to engage abs. So make sure that you're thinking about belly button pulled in the entire time. Good. Pushing the ground away from you with that left heel. We got 5 seconds. Hang in there. 2, 1. Good job. All right, turn around. Last one in this set, guys. Then you get a decent recovery. 5-second warning, left foot is down. 3, 2, here we go. So pump. So it doesn't look like much. These are some of my favorite movements, the ones that are sneaky, and then they end up being horrible. So pushing away, pulse it. Remember, you're coming up just as high as you can so that you feel maximum discomfort, and then you're popping down again. There should be really no relief. You shouldn't get to that point where you're straightening your legs so much that it feels better. You just have to live in the yucky part, guys. That's where the magic happens. All right, we got 4 seconds. 2, 1, rest. Good job. All right, shake it out. Grab some water. Check yourself. see where you're at on that scale of 1 to 10 in terms of glute burn. And then we'll get set up for our third set. You guys are doing great if you're still sticking around. Nice work. All right. Next one. You guys are just going to need your dumbbells or your hand weights, whatever you're using for weight. No chairs, no bands. Your first exercise is a Romanian deadlift with a knee drive. So we've actually done this before in the live stuff on Facebook. So this might be a refresher for some of you. So you're gonna put your right foot down on the ground. Left thigh is coming off. Dumbbells are by your sides. So you wanna really squeeze your shoulder blades together so that these guys don't fly around the entire time. You want them to stay nice and close to our body. So you're gonna come down into your deadlift by shooting your bum back behind you. And then as you come back up to standing, you're gonna do a knee drive, okay? So try this with me for fun. With that knee drive, if it's down here, you're gonna feel a little bit of action happening in this guy. But if we shoot that knee up a little bit, that gives us more room to do that bad dog and tuck that tail under here. And we're gonna get way more butt squeeze, okay? So let's try that all together. So you've got your deadlift, and then you're coming up into your knee drive, and we're gonna hold that for about 2 seconds. So you get that really good squeeze, and then back down. Okay, so that's exercise number 1. Buzzer's gonna go. Then we're keeping the dumbbells, and we're doing reverse dead lunge. I don't know if these actually exist, I made them up, so I'm just gonna show you what it is. So all you're gonna do, right foot is still down, you're gonna step back with your left foot, and touch the dumbbells down to the floor, and then power back up to standing. Okay, so from the side, you're here, and up. Here, and up. So my chest is still staying up, even though my ribs are coming down to touch the tops of my thighs, and up, all right? Buzzer's gonna go, and we're doing the Romanian deadlift with the knee drive hold on the left side. Buzzer goes for the 4th time, and then we do dead lunges with the left foot forward. All right. Quick sip if you guys need, and then we're going into it. Right in my eyeball. Awesome. Okay. I feel like it's a little bit of a circus in here today. Maybe not more than usual. Okay. 5-second warning. Right foot's down, guys. Romanian deadlift into knee drive. Here we go. So we're not rushing through this one. This is lots of control and stability. Pushing through that bottom heel, the right heel, as opposed to your top heel, you know? So really get that butt tuck at the top. You will feel the difference. Squeezing your shoulder blades together so those dumbbells aren't flying around, and pulling your belly button right in towards your spine or away from your waistband so that your abs stay on. Let's get one more in. Good job. Okay, a couple of seconds to chill out, and we're moving into those dead lunges. Right foot stays down, left foot steps back. 3 seconds, 2, 1, here we go. And up. So nice and controlled on the way down. Push that floor away powerfully on the way up. Good, you're really starting the movement by pushing your bum back behind you. You will notice if you go straight up and down like an elevator in a movement, that is gonna use the front side of your body more. If you push it back, like what we're doing now, we start using your glutes, your hamstrings, your back, the whole back side. 8 seconds. That upper right side butt should be on fire. One more. Good job. Okay, couple seconds to chill. Then we're doing the Romanian deadlift with the knee drive, left foot down. All right, 3-second warning, guys. 2, and here we go. Come back, drive up. So this side is such a mess for me. I can feel so many things happening in my body. I'm super tight in through my hips. So my hips are actually trying to pull me into the right side, which I'm trying to fight against. And that is forcing me to really turn my abs on and the left side of my back to kind of balance that out. So I want you guys to think about what you feel fighting you, what's trying to fight form, and then correct it. 5 seconds. Belly buttons in. One more, one more. Good job. I had to fight for that last one big time. All right, 5-second warning. Left foot's gonna stay on the ground. Right guy's stepping back. Here we go. Touch, power. Touch, power. So just like in those Bulgarian split squats, you're driving up to the front heel. That back foot, it is just your anchor. It's not doing the work. Dig that heel into the ground. Feel the tension in your glutes before you stand, and then intensify it. We've got just over 10 seconds, guys. Belly buttons in the spine so those abs stay on. Your shoulder blades are squeezing to keep those dumbbells locked in. 3 seconds. 2. Rest. Good job. All right, round 1 done. How's everyone doing? Still with me? We'll find out who the troopers are. Stick it out to the end. All right, a couple seconds of rest. I'm not giving you guys a lot of rest with this on purpose. So if it feels fast and icky, that's a good thing. All right, 5 seconds. Deadlift, right foot down. Here we go. So remember, control is the name of the game here. If you rush through something like this, it's gonna be all momentum, and it's gonna completely bypass all of the guys that we are trying to strengthen right now. And unfortunately, that is what I see so many people in the gyms doing. It's like, giving her. And there's no way, when you look at what's going on, there's no way that there's enough muscle recruitment to really be making much of a difference to their results. So you have to feel it and rest. Good job. All right, get ready. Dead lunges. Right foot down, left foot goes back. 3 seconds. Here we go. And power up. Good. Really shoot that bum back, guys. Good. Get those dumbbells all the way down to the ground. Power up through that heel. Good. I'm just modifying this a little bit right now because I've got some knee issues. So I'm just switching things up a little bit to accommodate that. But if you guys are good, I want you to keep doing that big step back that we were doing before. Just ignore the changes I'm making. We've got 3 seconds. One more. And rest. Good job. Okay, get ready. Left foot down. Romanian deadlift. Last one on the side. Here we go. 3 seconds. 2. All right, it's go time. Power up. Figure out what you need to turn on in your body to keep those hips dead on to the ground, and then as you stand, straight forward. Is it the side butt? Is it your abs? Is it your back? What side? Figure it out. Pay attention to your body. You will learn so much, and you will take your results to an entirely new level when you start to be smart and intentional about your training. Be a detective with your body. One more. Good job. All right, couple seconds here, guys. We're going into our final dead lunge. Left foot forward, right foot back. 3 seconds. 2. Here we go. Touch it down, power up. Touch it down, power up. Give it that good squeeze under at the top. Bad dog or the clench. And you're really thinking about squeezing that guy so hard it is just like an ugly, dimply mess, all right? That's what we want. Good, tuck it under. This is my weak side, so I don't normally feel that much on this side, and it is burning. That is how much those connections are turned on right now. So you guys should be feeling it big time by now. 2, let's get one more. Good job, you guys. All right, shake it out, well done. We've got one more set. It's our burnout. So this is where it burns a lot, maybe more than it already has. So we're gonna be working for a shorter amount of time, shorter rest in between exercises, no major weight, just body weight or bands. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all that you guys need to know about this. So grab some water and then I'll hook you up with a preview and then we'll do it. All right, let's go. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 exercises in a row here. The rest in between them is only 10 seconds. So it's gonna go by super fast. So you guys have to be ready to transition lickety split, all right? So the first thing we're doing are side to side arch walks. So you're gonna take your band and it is gonna go over the arch of your feet. And then you're gonna move your feet far enough apart where you have like quite a bit of stretch or tension on the band. And wherever that's at, you wanna maintain that the entire time. So you notice when we step in, the tension goes away. So your job, no matter what point we're at, is to have that band under constant stretch or tension, okay? So for this, we're gonna go 3 to the right or the left if that's you, and then 3 this way. So keeping tension, we're stepping 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and back the other way. So from the side, all I'm doing is shooting my bum back a little bit, slight bend in those knees. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, okay? So that's exercise number 1. Buzzer's gonna go, and then band is going to come to just below your knees. So you're gonna pull this guy up, they're right here. Step together, step, squat. So we're starting here. You're gonna go step, together, step, squat. That way, together, step, squat, step, together, step, squat, step, together, step, squat. All right, so that's number 2. Number 3, I don't expect you to remember all of these, by the way, just so that this is familiar when I shout it out to you when it's time, you'll know. Side lying clamps. So we did these in the beginning as part of our activation, but now we're keeping the bands on. So we're up in the step level a little bit. So you're gonna lay down. That band is gonna stay just below your knees, and you're gonna pop your heels up. These guys stay glued together, your heels, all right? And then you're pulling up through here. All right, buzzer's gonna go, circle around, same thing, other side. And then we've got rainbows for our last thing. So you're gonna ditch the band, super duper fast. Come onto your elbows and your knees. One foot is gonna reach out to the side here, okay? And you're gonna rainbow it all the way up and over to the other side and back over to the side that it started on. So you're here, and over, and over, and over. So all about the angles, buzzer goes, same thing other side, all right? So all you really have to know is the last one, we're peeling the band off. On that note, let's get going. Band's gonna go on the arches. We are in the final stretch of this, guys. You've done well so far. 30. And 10. All right, so get ready for those quick transitions between exercises. And the name of the game here is to create as much discomfort as humanly possible in terms of the burn. All right, 5-second warning. We're going for those arch walks. 3, 2, 1, this way. So 3, going this way, and then 3, going back in the other direction. You do not have to move at the same tempo I'm moving at. I wouldn't go any faster than what I'm doing, but if you need to slow it down so you can really feel it, that's awesome. Okay, so I just have my bum shot back behind me just a little bit, and I'm thinking about clearing snow as I step with the outside edge of my foot. Oh my God, it is real. 2, 1, good job. All right, we're doing step together, step squat. Move the bands to just below your knees. Going this way first. 2, 1, here we go. Step together, step, squat. So you're keeping a constant bend in those knees. Your bum is not, or sorry, your legs are not gonna fully stretch or straighten. Step together, step, squat. So again, keeping that band stretched as much as you can the entire time, no matter what portion of this you're in. Apparently you cannot do this and talk at the same time. All right, clam. So have a lay down. Band stays where it's at. Knees down, heels up. Here we go. So again, the name of the game is to give that band as much stretch as you can. This one, like, I'm literally dead already. This one is so hard. You should feel it right in here. That was our halfway marker, guys. Stick with it, you got it. When you think that you can't stretch that band anymore, try to give it an extra inch. Almost there. 2, 1. Oh, thank God. Okay, roll it over. So we've got clams on this side, and then as soon as this set's done, you're gonna peel that band off. Get ready for those rainbows. Here we go. Okay, so heels are together, knees are down. You are trying to stretch that band apart. Keep going. Got really dark in here all of a sudden. Good. Pull that sucker apart. Remember that little cue that I gave you guys in warm-up. Keep your hand just in front of your body. It's gonna put you in an angle that will get those glutes on a little bit more. Oh my God. And rest, good job. Okay, peel off the band. Onto your knees and your elbows for the rainbows. Right foot first. Starting out by your face. It's gonna rainbow all the way up and over. Tap to the other side. So the first part of this movement is up and over, then up and over. Every time you're going for height first, and then trying to create that big arch. Halfway, you guys will probably feel a little bit of glute action on that supporting leg too, as it tries to keep you stable. That's a good thing. A little bit more. 2, 1, good job. All right, give it a little stretch. Get ready for the one on the left side. So left leg's gonna come out to the side of your body. 2, 1, here we go. Up and over. So here's a great example. You can see how having tight hips really impedes your ability to get that full range of motion here. So that's why, like, when on the mobility classes that we do on Sunday, the hips are such a huge part of the work that we get after. Up and over. Check out those abs. It's not vacation time. Let's get one more and rest. Good job. All right. Quick, quick, quick. Bands back on. We've got another round of this, guys. They go on your arches. All right, get ready. This is our final one of the workout. So zone in, commit to it. Let's get it done. 5-second warning. 3, going this way first. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, other way. Keeping constant tension on that band, pushing out. Outside edge of the foot leads, clear a path, pushing snow away. Even when you're stepping together again, you're not fully stepping together so that you can keep that band stretched. 10 seconds. 7 seconds. 5 to go, guys. Oh my gosh. 3 seconds. And rest, good job. All right, this guy's coming to just below your knees. We're doing step together, step squat. All right, let's get ready. Here we go. Step together, step, squat. Staying low, keeping constant tension on the band. Knees out. I can't stress that enough with these. Push your knees out against the band as hard as you can. Okay, we got 10 seconds. Every time you're standing up from that squat, you're thinking about pushing the floor away from you using your glutes. 3 seconds. And rest, good job. Okay, hit the deck, we got clams. 4 seconds, guys. 2, 1, here we go. Heels up, knees down, hand in front. Really trying to stretch that band away from itself. This one is my worst enemy. So painful. But that little glute minimus, it's this tiny little guy kind of deep inside the glutes here, is one of the weakest muscles in the human body, actually. So if this isn't killing you, you're a freak of nature, and I'm jealous. All right, roll it over. Same thing, other side. 3 seconds. 2, 1, here we go.
Let's go.
So again, thinking about side to side and the differences you feel between them, and hip mobility and all that stuff, you probably notice on the side that you feel more burning action. You feel it like actually in the area of your glute that you're targeting. You also have more range of motion, more mobility through that hip. So more motivation for you to mobilize the other hip so that you get more action on that side of your glutes as well. And rest, good job. Okay, final two, ditch the band. We're going into those rainbows. 5-second warning, right foot is gonna be out, left knee down. Here we go, up and over, up and over. Imagine there's a string at the top of your glute, lifting everything up, all the way from your butt down to your toe, up and over. Don't forget your abs, make sure you're pulling everything in. We have got 7 seconds, guys. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, final one of the workout. Here's our 5-second warning. Left leg out, right knee down. 2, 1. Here we go. Up and over. Keep your abs on. Really feel the front of your body working to stabilize you as the back of your body is doing all this work. 15 seconds, guys. Biggest arc you can draw. Up and over. Up and over. Start with the up, then the over. Lift it up as high as you can first. One more. And rest. Good job. All right, lean back a little bit. Shift from side to side. Give it a little bit of a stretch. All right. Well done. Go grab some water, and then we're gonna stretch these guys out so you don't totally hate me tomorrow. Awesome job, you guys. So if you're here still, let me know by the time you were done that burnout, where were you on that scale of 1 to 10? If you are anything lower than like an 8, you gotta up your game. Fire. Nice, Karen. Yeah, me too. What was the thing, like it could be out of everything we did, not just the burnout, but the thing where you felt, let's just call it the most discomfort? Was it Bulgarian split squats, the deadlifts, those pulse squats we did at the very beginning? Was it something that we did in 9.5? Haley, nice. Was it something we did in the burnout, the clams? 9.5, Allison, nice. Good, good, I'm in good company. 10, Julie, awesome. That makes me very happy. Yeah, your pain is my pleasure. But also, then we know we're actually getting lots of recruitment, which is a wonderful thing. All right, let's get to stretching then. So, have a seat. Gonna pull the one guy over, bring that knee into your chest, and just chill. So I'm actually super, super tight in here, and I think part of that is the hit that we did on Friday. I think those speed skaters really got in there. So my body's still pretty tight, even with the mobility work that we did on Sunday. Allison, I think you were the only one who was brave enough to stick out the entire hit with me on Friday. Are your glutes extra tight, do you find? Stay a couple extra seconds here. Really try to create space between this butt cheek or that hip and the rib here. Push this down to the floor. Okay, and go ahead and switch sides. Good. All right. Oh, this feels so nice. Always so good after such a great feeling to have it done. Sometimes it's tricky. It's hard to actually get the wheels in motion after a long day, but it always feels so good. It's always so worth it. All right, so like we do every workout, I want you guys to think back. You can share it with me if you want. I'd always love knowing, but you don't have to. I want you to think about something that you're really proud of from today. What was a win for you? Could be something that you tried that was new, that you've never done. It could be, I always say showing up, because that's a huge one. It could be not quitting 3 reps early because it burned so badly and you just stuck it out anyways. I want you to think about like what your old self wouldn't do that yourself today did. And if you want to share it, I would love, 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 love to know. Okay, a couple more seconds here. Okay, we're gonna come into a butterfly now. I'm just gonna swivel around so you guys don't get like the best view ever. You're gonna take your hand and push that knee down to the ground. So this is not direct for the glutes. This is gonna open the hips and kind of release the back a little bit. So one thing I notice in a lot of my newer clients is when we start doing things like deadlifts or like a lot of glute-based work, the glutes and the abs are just not strong enough yet. And so the lower back really starts to chime in and do work that it is not designed to do. And it can be quite uncomfortable. And if you're doing just body weight movements or really light dumbbell stuff, like chances are you're probably not going to injure yourself. But as you start moving faster, or if you're compromised in any way, like if you're fatigued or whatever, as we start to load more weight on, you definitely will injure yourself. So it's important to stay on top of that back health with this as well. Okay, other side. Pushing that sucker away from your body, creating space in there. Good. Couple more seconds. Okay, you're gonna keep your feet in butterfly, grab them, and just hinge forward. So still a little bit of a back release here. Couple more seconds in this one. And I'm just using my elbows to push my shins away and create a little bit more space through my hips. You guys can play around with whatever feels good for you. Okay, we're gonna go into, I know there's like an actual name for this, like 400 names for it, but at the garage we call it the Jesus stretch. So what you're gonna do is lay down flat on your back. Your arms are coming straight out to your side. You're gonna roll your knees into your chest and then gently drop them over to one side. And then take that bottom butt cheek and scooch it back a little bit so that you're back in line with your body. And if this is really intense for you, then you can stay here. If you're not feeling too much, extend that top leg and pull it down to the ground, and you'll start to feel more of a stretch in through here. And if you want to kick it up one more notch, you can take your eyes and look over the opposite shoulder. Nice deep breaths here, guys. This feels so awesome right now. Couple more seconds on this side. All right, knees in, roll back to center, and then we're gonna switch sides. So very gently and controlled drop down. The reason we don't rip through that is because it's literally taking your spine and torquing it like that. So moving quickly through something like that is very dangerous. Other leg extended if you want to. And I am just using this arm to kind of keep this leg close because I'm pretty tight. Mobility is something that is a huge weakness of mine that I have to work on all the time. So if I'm not actively trying to keep my leg in place, it's gonna slip away and I'm gonna lose the stretch through here. So if you're like me, you can take that arm and just pin it down so that the stretch is doing its job for you. Couple more seconds here, guys. Good. Okay, roll back into center. Hug those knees in. So this is a little bit of a glute stretch, believe it or not, and a little bit more of that lower back release. Okay, a little bit more if you need, and if not, go ahead and roll up. All right, we did it. Another one in the books. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday for strength. Let me know if you guys have any questions. If not, enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you soon. Bye. I mean, now bye, if I can hit the button.